Jai Gurudev. Welcome to Narada Bhakti Sutra knowledge session. Today we will begin with Narada Bhakti Sutra 1, the love that does not die. So what love is being addressed here? What love are we talking about? Is it the love between husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, mother and child, friends, colleagues, acquaintances? Are we talking about that love? Or are we talking about something different? Let's understand. In the beginning of this creation, beginning means even before the Big Bang, what was there? Nothingness. Just pure nothingness, pure energy. Yes? And this nothingness or this pure energy, this complete silence is called the Brahman. Yeah? The consciousness or the Brahman. Yes? It's like a pool of nothingness. We call it nothingness because our understanding is very limited. We cannot perceive that which is formless. So actually, we cannot perceive energy unless energy expresses itself in some form. Right? Yeah? We cannot see the gravity of the earth. Yeah? But when we feel it, we learn to address it as a form of energy. Yes, and we call it gravity. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So energy, till the time it does not express itself, is very difficult for us humans to understand it. That energy, that consciousness which is formless, which is pervading all around, that was there before the Big Bang, is there during the Big Bang and after the Big Bang, and will be even after all this goes away. That pool of energy or consciousness is called Brahman. Yes? Now what happened at Big Bang? Yeah? It's actually not even a correct term to call it the Big Bang, but that's what it is addressed as by science. Even scientists today say that it is not the Big Bang, but it is probably a big expansion. Yeah? So from a tiny little nothingness, it expanded out into this entire creation. And that is what we call the Prakriti. Yeah? Prakriti is nothing but the entire creation. All the planets and stars and comets and asteroids, everything came out of nothingness. Yes, out of that Brahman. Now this Prakriti is what? Is actually the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and ether. Yeah? A combination of earth, water, fire, ether, air makes the planet Earth. Different permutation and combination of the same earth, water, fire, air and ether makes the moon. A different permutation and combination of earth, water, fire, ether, air makes the sun. Yeah? The proportion of the fire element in the sun is way higher compared to the moon, where it is very, very little. Yeah? So I'm talking about degrees here. Yeah? Percentages vary in different Prakriti of the 5 elements, but every Prakriti is nothing but these 5 elements. Yes? So this body is nothing but earth, water, fire, ether, air. So is that plant, so is that tree, so is that animal, so is that mosquito, so are you. Yeah? So is everything around us, even this non-living object called the whiteboard. Yes, it has 99.9% earth element. Yes, but it has 0.001% of the other 4 also. Yes. So understand this, everything around us is nothing but a combination of earth, water, fire, ether, air. Yes. Now, all this Prakriti also has energy, the Purusha as a part of it. Yes. A plant has energy. That's how it knows that it has to manufacture chlorophyll from the sun's rays. Yes. An animal has energy, the life force energy that keeps that animal alive. We have life force energy that keeps our body alive. Yeah, that beats the heart, that guides the breath in and out. Yeah. So there is a life force energy running every piece of Prakriti in this planet. Yeah. A non-living object like a remote control also has Purusha or energy. Do you get it? This Purusha is nothing but a reflection of the same Brahman. Yeah? This you can call the supreme energy, and these are the smaller manifestations of the same supreme energy. Yes. Now, if this picture is clear, you can understand very clearly why every piece of Prakriti is attracted towards another piece of Prakriti. Yeah? That is why a guy is attracted to a girl. Yeah? You are attracted to objects like a car, a house, money. Yes? Why is all this attraction there? What is the basic principle? The basic principle is that all this Prakriti and Purusha has come out of that one Brahman, and there is this innate desire in us to unite, to become one. We are like the broken pieces of a magnet. Yeah? Imagine if a magnet is broken into 1,000 small pieces. What will the 1,000 small pieces really want to do? They want to come together and become a whole again. That is why they are attracted to each other. Do you understand this? This attraction of all the pieces of Prakriti is nothing but that innate desire to unite, because we are nothing but broken out of that Brahman. We all want to unite and become one. That is love. Do you get it? Yes. The love that you experience with just one man or woman, that love is just a reflection of this supreme love that exists in every cell of this body. Yeah? It's the innate nature of every piece of Prakriti to be attracted by every other piece of Prakriti. Yeah? That is love. That attraction is what we are talking about in the Narada Bhakti Sutras. Yeah? That was given the name Bhakti, because when we gave the name love, what happened? People thought it is, oh, it's the love that I have with my wife or my husband or my girlfriend or boyfriend. But they could not see the bigger picture. So to bring the bigger picture, in perspective, the word bhakti was coined, and this is what is bhakti. The innate desire to unite is bhakti or devotion. That's exactly what we are talking about in Narada Bhakti Sutras. This is that love that does not die. Clear so far? So how did Gurudev begin? Who remembers? Our lives revolve around love. The origin of life is love, and the goal of life is love. Do you see it now? Yeah. He said, no, even if you have everything but you don't have love, it is of no use. Yes, you remember that? Yes. Now we have to understand from this basic attraction, this love only, repulsion came up. Yeah? It is the other side of love. Behind every repulsion or hatred, if you look closely, there is a love that is hidden within. Gurudev gave you examples. For example, if I like to keep things in proper place and I'm a perfectionist about things and work, then I automatically develop a dislike or hatred towards imperfection. Do you see it? So even in my dislike, there is actually a love hidden. Yeah? So everything springs out of love, is born out of love. So basically, what you are really seeking is only love. Yeah? It may take other forms like jealousy, hatred, greed, vindictiveness, revengefulness. Yeah? But all these are just the distorted forms of love. Yeah? The center of your life, the core of your life is love. Yes? Because that is what we actually are. Yes? Now do you understand why everybody says you are love, God is love? Yeah? This is the real meaning behind it. Yeah. So now what to do? I understand the basic core of me is love, but I do get lost in anger, jealousy, hatred, greed, fear, depression. All these things come up. So what do? Yeah. For that, we do Narada Bhakti Sutras to be able to distinguish between this pure love and these distortions of love. All these distortions of love are happening because I am lost in the world outside. Yes, when I come back to the center, I recognize this pure love or bhakti or devotion. Yeah? That is why we go to Narada. Yeah? Narada. What does Narada mean? Narada word itself means the spoke of a wheel. You've seen a wheel, it has a circumference or a tire around, yeah, and it has an axle in the center. That which connects the axle to the circumference, that is called the spoke. Yeah? Narada is spoke, that which connects your external distortions of love to your center, that is pure love, that which brings you from this world of external Maya to your center. That is the meaning of Narada. So let's go to the first sutra of Narada Bhakti Sutras. Athato bhaktim vyakhyasmaha. Athato, now. Now means what? As if there was something happening before this, and now that that is over, now bhaktim vyakhyasmaha, I will describe bhakti to you. What is the meaning of this now, athato? Bhakti Yoga is not for a newbie. Yeah? Bhakti Yoga is for somebody who has been on this path of knowledge, either Jnana Yoga or Karma Yoga, has done a lot of things, has experienced joy and sorrow and found that even in the so-called joy there was actually sorrow. When you reach that understanding and realize, oh, everything is just painful, it's all about desires, it's all about running. What is the real purpose of life? Yes? Somebody who has gone through a little bit of knowledge, has experimented with his own mind and emotions, has tried to understand his mind and emotions, when he comes to a point where an inner thirst arises, where he really starts seeking answers, where he feels, oh, this is not enough, I have to know something, there is something that is missing, and I need to find that missing link. When that seeking starts for something higher than this mundane world of people, situations and things, then now athato, then you become qualified to actually listen to Narada Bhakti Sutras and understand it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Homework number 1 for you. Are you qualified? Has that seeking begun? Has that journey begun in you? That there is something higher than all this. Something which I cannot put my finger on, but I want to know it. I want to get back to the source. I recognize that I'm lost in this world of people, situations and things, and I want to come back to the center. Has that seeking begun? Think about it. How will you know if you're qualified? When you look within and see, oh, I ran after this woman or this man and I was just looking for love. When I grew a little older, I started running after money and job and name and fame. And still, I was really just looking for that one love, the highest love, that which would comfort me. Yes. When you grow a little more older, you start running after enlightenment or spirituality or scriptures, thinking, oh, these scriptures will give me that highest peace, that love. Recognizing that it is not in these external things is the real skill. That is bhakti. Bhakti or devotion is not sitting in a temple and singing songs for the Lord. No. Yes, that is one expression of bhakti. The people who love bhajans, singing, in their form praise the Lord. But that is just one expression of bhakti. Understand this, that if I have been looking for a lot of things, running after a lot of things, running after people, the true thirst within is that to unite with the Brahman, that which I am. That is bhakti, that is devotion. When you recognize, oh, that I have not got that highest, purest form of love through these material objects, through man and woman, and I haven't got it through all the situations that gave me name, fame, all kinds of happy situations, you realize that, oh, there is something that is lacking. I am seeking for that something. Yes, when that knock happens from within, that you're looking for that pure love, unconditional love, then you are ready. Then you are qualified to listen to Narada Bhakti Sutras. The first sutra is Sa Tvasmin Parama Prema Rupa. This love that we are talking about, Bhakti, is Parama, is supreme, is the highest form of love. Prema is love, Rupa is form. It is the highest form of love. Yeah? The most unconditional love. That which goes beyond business of you give me this, then I love you. Or you do this for me, then I love you. That goes beyond conditions. Yeah? That goes beyond belongingness of a piece of Prakriti to this Prakriti. Yeah? When this Prakriti belongs to a man or woman, then this Prakriti says, I love you. Yeah? That which goes beyond this belongingness of just one Prakriti, that is the superior form. Yeah? Where it is love that it sees in every living thing, every non-living thing. The superior form of love is bhakti. Yeah? Bhakti cannot be curdled by emotions of anger, jealousy, greed, hatred, etc. Yeah? Because bhakti is pure. It's pure magnetism. You get it? That is the meaning of this sutra. Satvasmin parama prema rupa. It is the pinnacle of love, or the highest form of love. Yeah? The highest form of unconditional love. Yes. And then next sutra, Amrita Swarupacha. This bhakti is like Amrit. What is Amrit? Nectar. Yeah? It is like nectar. Now why has it been compared to nectar? Like we just said, no? The love that we have for mother, father, friend, husband, wife, child, it gets curdled. It changes with time. Yeah? If the other person says something nice to you, you love the person. If this person is angry with you, you become angry. So the curdling happens. It's not pure. Yeah? Amrit is that which always remains pure. Amrit means that which does not get curdled or spoiled. Yes? That is the quality of Amrit. Yes? That's how it becomes superior, no? The next sutra, Ya Labdhva, finding that or attaining that kind of love. Puman, after that, Siddho Bhavati, Amrito Bhavati, Tripto Bhavati. What is Siddho? What is Siddhi? Perfection. Yeah? Attaining that kind of love, perfection dawns in you. Amrito Bhavati. What is Amrit? Nectar, which also means immortality. Now what does it mean? Immortal, that means this piece of Prakriti or this body will not die? No. I understand that I am not this piece of Prakriti. I am actually the Purusha that is running this piece of Prakriti. When this piece of Prakriti falls down after 80, 90, 100 years, this Purusha still continues. On account of its karma, it takes another piece of Prakriti. Yeah, and that Prakriti is called by another name. That piece of Prakriti has other relatives. You see? So I am not this Prakriti. I am the Purusha, and only Prakriti dies. Correct? Purusha is energy. I am that Purusha, I am that Self, I am that Atma, I am a reflection of the Brahman. Yes. I cannot die. Third law of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Yeah? Purusha is that energy. I am that energy. Yes, I am just sitting in this body, so I have identified myself with this body and I start thinking I am the body. Yeah? It's like you get the most beautiful, expensive car in the market. What is it? BMW, Audi, Tesla, whatever. And wow, beautiful car. Awesome, you sit in it. You sit in it for hours and hours together and you start thinking I am the car. This car also has an expiry date. One day you have to get out of it. You have to recognize, I am not that car. This body is just a vehicle. You've been in it pretty long. That is why you've forgotten yourself and you have started identifying with this vehicle. When this identification, this false identification drops, it is called Siddhi. You recognize that I am not this piece of Prakriti. I am that Purusha. I am that self. Yes? So you become perfect. Siddhi is becoming perfect. Yeah? Imperfection only belongs to the Prakriti. Yeah? Perfection is the quality of Purusha. Yeah? Purity is the quality of Purusha. That's how Siddho Bhavati. You attain perfection. Amrito Bhavati. You attain immortality. Immortality means the body moves. The body dies. But I move on. I do not die. Yeah? So you do not attain immortality. You are immortal in reality. But you just recognize that. You become aware, oh, I am immortal. And this perfection, this immortality, this sense of living in the center, this itself brings tripto bhavati. Tripti is fulfillment. That fulfillment that you are really looking for. Have you noticed whatever you do, how much ever money you make, how many ever jobs you change, how many ever girlfriends and boyfriends you have, how much ever you love your child or your child and loves you or your parent loves you, you still feel there is something missing in life. Isn't it true? Yeah? There is some corner in you, in your heart, which is always empty, which is not satisfied, which does not feel that fulfillment. Isn't it? Yes? That fulfillment comes here. That is the tripti that comes here. In bhakti, in devotion. Yes? It is the very few fortunate people who can actually experience this bhakti. Yeah? And those few and fortunate people attain immortality, attain perfection and attain satisfaction or complete fulfillment. Yeah? Who doesn't want such perfection? Everybody does, right? You want it too? Yeah? Do you think knowledge can bring you fulfillment? Do you think action can bring you fulfillment? Yeah? This knowledge is just a scripture. Yeah? It is a signboard which shows you, go there. That is the way to start walking. Yes? So, knowledge, action, people, situations, things cannot bring it. Yeah? Knowledge is just like soap. It helps to clear away all that dirt that you've collected from this world of Maya, of people, situations and things. Yeah? You purify your action, you purify your emotion through knowledge. Yeah? But the entire purpose of life is to attain this highest form of love. This bhakti that we are talking about. Yeah? The entire purpose of your life is to go back to your source. And your source is nothing but the Brahman. Yeah? We have just forgotten our source. Yeah? Going back to the source is the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to realize I am immortal. I am that Purusha. I am nothing but a reflection of the Brahman, that is pure energy. Yes. Homework number 2 for you. Are you looking for perfection, immortality and fulfillment in life? Have you found it in people, situations and things? Contemplate a little bit. Yeah? Do a little bit of self-introspection. Tonight just sit and go through your entire life like a book or like a movie. Yeah? From your childhood, see. First you ran after toys. Did that give you fulfillment? Then you ran after boys or girls. Did that give you fulfillment? And then you ran after a Rolls Royce. Yeah? That awesome expensive car. Look within. Ask yourself, what am I seeking for? Yeah? Do I want the highest? Do I want immortality and perfection and complete fulfillment? Fulfillment in its true sense? Yes, that's homework number 2 for you for today. Clear? Yeah? Narada Bhakti Sutra 1 is clear? Yes? And all shlokas are clear? Yeah? These are the 4 shlokas we did. Are they clear? Yeah. So tonight is the night of introspection. Sit and do a little bit of self-introspection, and we will meet again next week for Narada Bhakti Sutra 2. Until then, Jai Gurudev.